So is New York Life a good insurance company? We're going to do a quick little review today, compare a $1 million term life insurance policy with a 35-year-old male and 45-year-old male in pretty good health. So this is not a video that's going to, talk bad about New York Life. They're not scammy or anything like that. I've seen some of those videos out there as well. But I just want to point a couple things out in this video and why I don't work for them. First things first is they're a captive carrier. So when you go to New York Life to get term or whole life quotes, they can't shop anyone else. I think some of them can use some of these off carriers, but they're not going to go to Corebridge or Foresters, Mass Mutual or Protective or Pacific Life. They can't do that. They are captive agents, just like State Farm, Farmers, Primerica, and a couple other companies out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're just going to be a little bit limited on certain products. They might not be as competitive as other carriers. They might not have certain niches that other companies have, like with marijuana use or no exams up to $2 million. They might be a little bit more pricey, but it just is what it is. But they are a good company. I mean, they've been around since 1845 or something. They used to be really competitive in the whole life market. But anyway, okay, so here we are, New York Life. You can see right here, this is a real policy for a 35-year-old male, preferred class, pretty good health. And we're looking at a $1 million policy right here. You can see $1 million for 20 years. You can see right here, 20-year term policy. And we're looking at $54 a month. Now, remember, you guys, these do not have living benefits like other carriers may offer, where you can tap into the cash value. If you ever had a heart attack, stroke, cancer, blindness, coma, you can get thousands of dollars out of your policies if you have living benefits, not just a terminal illness rider. There's a good chance you may have to do a medical exam. I know that they have some pretty tight underwriting over there. So, but it is what it is, not terrible. So now let's look at what a term life insurance policy looks at, what it looks like with other carriers. All right, so let's browse over real quick over to my website. So here you see $1 million term, 20 years, and we're going to do preferred class. I'm not going to run it at super preferred because that would not be fair. Also, no tobacco on this one as well. So these are exactly the same policies. And as you can see, a $43. So about a $10, $11 difference. Not horrible, right? So Corebridge, Banner, and Protective, Pacific Life, these companies, you guys, all these companies are A-rated or A-plus rated. The ratings change every year. But just nobody's going to beat these guys, especially if you might have some diabetes problems or, a couple high blood pressure meds. Just nobody's going to beat them. So that's why I'm a broker. I got tired of pretty much getting beat all the time. And so here's the exact same layout, $43, and you can do an instant decision. And the nice thing is that these companies, if you're in pretty good health and you're under 55 years old, good chance you don't have to do a medical exam. I literally got a gentleman approved the other day, 3 days. We sent it in. They did the underwriting. There wasn't a lot to see on his medical doctor's notes, no DUIs, nothing like that. He went right through in 3 days and he was approved. New York Life, their underwriting can be a little tight with certain health conditions. So, okay, so now let's look at a 45-year-old male term life insurance policy with New York Life at what the coverage looks like at $1 million. So here you see 45 years old, male, California, preferred. That's very important because we don't want to run one at super preferred and preferred because that wouldn't be fair. And $1 million policy is $115 a month, as you can see right here, for a 20-year term, $1 million. Like I said, the only downside to these is that there's not a whole lot of living benefits or other options there. So now let's see what other companies have to offer. Right, so the exact same thing, you guys, $1 million term. This is for a 45-year-old male, $100. So nothing too crazy, you guys. About a $15 difference, starting with Corebridge. And then right under that, it's going to be Banner, Protective, Pacific. And then, if you want some living benefits, Corebridge has a new product. It's probably about maybe $10 more if you want living benefits. But now you can see not a huge difference with New York Life, maybe $15 to $20 difference, but this is all going to depend on underwriting. I've had other people that have had a couple blood pressure meds, and that price went up. So we went with a company like Corebridge or Banner, and they were okay with it. Price stayed the same. So if you do have any questions, you guys want some quotes, you want to learn more about living benefits or conversions or whatnot, I do have more videos on my YouTube page here. Please reach out, description below. You can book a call or go straight to my website where I was running these quotes. I hope this helped. Let's protect what matters, and I'll see you on the next one.